Blade.
I want to buy more.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
Take it easy.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing. Wow.
Uh-huh. Of course. Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa, break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require... But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Tevat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Tevat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessary.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
All right, we'll see you next time at the Adventures Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for...
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've...
There's something really different about...
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia.
What's so great about Snezhnaya toys?
Welcome. I've got great place here. We've got all kinds.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad... Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first...
It's called being a professional.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you. Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And what?
I take it you all know each other?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed...
No kidding.
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently... Since you've already mentioned the...
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the...
Just recently, the Academia lost something.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Let me fill you in. The Academia, the Grand Sage, took the whole matter very serious.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial... The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask her...
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. The Scarlet...
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia, and you too, Osfond. Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Subzerus Festival, so Be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at...
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Oswald told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Life is full of possibilities.
Welcome, welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course, especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as...
Those students seem...
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet Kid.
They're called Ain el Ahmar. Wait, come again? Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 mora, they'll give you info on anything. Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way. I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us. Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. So, what's your plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Oh... place we heard those students talking about. Let's...
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Got it. Oh, so then what happened next?
Welcome. How can there be Kainagi here? Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see so much more.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can... As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was in advance. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom. But he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the— If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant once you show up.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't
Yes, and in no uncertain terms.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academy.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to— If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, also... Consider this.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food.
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff.
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the mill compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the... Plus, he seems to know a lot about what... He went that way! After him!
Why does it have to be this way? Got it. So then...
Wait up! It's Al-Hatham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. Oh, I advise you to... All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you...
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with...
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget...
Maybe not, but he can... Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of...
We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the
so...
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim... Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me...
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some...
You know almost everything there is to know. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct.
That's amazing.
It's essentially they were created as, but despite over the past century. Meanwhile, those, well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so with our current arrangement, I don't believe I can. You're still resolved. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has she's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have.
Fine.
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear bright. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here, don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Fundu.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palate. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them in...
Following the paper got us past...
Roanoke.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch.
Every ship is
No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
How did things end up?
All thanks to you.
But when I finished the prototype Aranara,
Well, I never thought...
oh, what should we...
Yeah. Compared to everyone else, they seem really down in the dumps. Let's go find out what's going on. Hey there. Paimon's name is Paimon, and...
Oh, I noticed you two a moment ago. Well, what's bothering us is this prototype...
Prototype Aranara? You...
Oh, no.
Not the
So, what a...
So for context, for the store's 20th anniversary, we plan to... This is a prototype we made, but when we put it out
They thought it looked like a...
No, worse than that, actually.
This is not an Aranara. I've read Uncle Tanja's Aranara and the Ill Little Fungus. It says that Aranara are supposed to be chubby and squishy.
Toys do look better when they're... Uncle Tonder said this carving makes me feel lost and confused and... Ooh, didn't put his heart into it, huh?
Kassid and Alia didn't like it. Doesn't look too happy.
Oh, a part...
Yeah, so...
Oh, well, that took a sudden turn for the worse. We asked the children for their opinions.
Oh, how did it go? Oh, this is such...
Oh,
Uncle Tanja, he wrote quite a few, but around a year or so.
That's right. We asked Tanja. We were running out of time, as you can see.
Oh, we have... Hey! Said, he doesn't have... please, if...
They seem pretty desperate. Yep, look...
Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve your... please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by... Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But... eating hara fruit that makes your head...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? I'm guessing that you're going for a more
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. He won't take us to... He's cautious of us. Let's take a
Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? Oh, Hatham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way. If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right!
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing...
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory?
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get... So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry. I won't ask too many questions. Even if as long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes!
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be...
What kind of... Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialect...
Yeesh, who would want to be an expert in...
Or how about the architectural... With this one, you can become an expert...
Ooh, now this sounds...
2 million more...
Whoa, that's a lot...
Of course, you are free to pick...
All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
You've really...
We'll take these, please.
My, oh my. You are... Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you...
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just... Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you.
Excellent. Then please...
Hold on a second.
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsule's over here.
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. The art... Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the god. When we heard that the academia had lost something that might be related to the god?
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge... As you know, several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no I agreed to... However, they adamantly believe...
So you kept...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly to ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice. The winning brigade will, unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you...
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine...
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement, the day after tomorrow, if I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then
Al-Haytham, before you go, we actually bought...
You two want to try doing so right under the
Take it easy. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Take it easy. Easy money.
All right. This place works.
Here.
Sword fighting.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, we can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. While you fight, we can use an Akasha term. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry.
Wow! Alhaitham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on every... Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the...
All right, let's begin the test.
Busted.
All right. I'll link your... The next step is to hold it in your hand. I'll help...
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it...
All right. Time for round 2.
My apologies.
Now, I'll start...
Alhaitham,
Well,
wait! How much? Dory's such a jerk!
of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsules... At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back...